What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about all things positivity, gratefulness, love, how to be a better person, all of those things. I feel like it is always important to continue to work on yourself and to grow and to become better in every facet in your life. So if you are struggling with how to become more positive or how to get rid of negative thoughts, just how to be more at ease in life, I feel like I can kind of give you guys some tips and share my experiences and how I've come to find a lot of inner peace and how I work on myself and the things that I do for personal development as a whole. So if you're interested in watching this video and, you know, just seeing what I kind of create with my face, be sure to stay tuned. Let's just jump right into it. So the first thing I should say is that thank God for growth. Let's just start there. Thank God for growth, and thank God that we are not the same people that we were a day ago, a week ago, 2 years ago, that we are constantly growing and evolving. And I feel like everybody should have individual growth as something that they're constantly working on. Who you are today is not going to be who you are next year or even 5 years from now. We constantly change and evolve as people, and I really don't feel like there's not an excuse for you to be at the same place that you were 5 years ago or a year ago, whether that be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, like things like that, because you have the ability to change and you have the ability to grow into the person that you want to become. You are the master of your life, and it's very important that you always focus on growing and evolving, because what you put your focus on is going to magnify. So if you're not focused on being a better person, then you can't in the same breath be mad about what is coming into your life. I just wanted to really talk about just self-growth, self-love, personal development, like all of those things, because I feel like, especially in your 20s, you are just trying to figure it out, okay? You're trying to figure out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, and just try to be the best version of yourself possible. And a lot of times it is kind of hard to decipher between like how you were raised and the beliefs that you were brought up on, and really knowing why you act the way you act, why you believe the things that you believe. Like, I feel like this is a very important time. We're kind of creating our own truth and not just listening to what our parents say or listening to what society says, but actually creating what feels real to us. And let me tell you, it's not a real fun and easy discovery. A lot of times we are a result of our environment, or our parents projected their beliefs on us, and we just kind of lived our life thinking that that's how we were supposed to live. But I feel like it's very important to find your own version of the truth and create a framework of the type of life that you want to live and the type of morals and beliefs that you want to have. So for me, thank God that, I'm very thankful that my mom didn't project things on me growing up, you know, and created this false reality or led me to believe things that were untrue, you know. So I'm very thankful for that. So it kind of made it a little bit easier as I am, you know, creating that framework for myself to use the things that I've learned from her growing up as a foundation for that framework. So it was always instilled in me as a child to just like be a good person, you know, like that was having the mom that I have. Like, she's an amazing woman and just a good person. So seeing her growing up, it just made me want to be just like her and be a great person. So the apple didn't fall too far from the tree, but I do feel like as I started getting older and going to school and being around people who did not have that same foundation, it started to rub off on me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, your environment can change how you act, especially if you're in that environment for a long period of time. You'll just start to do things that you probably never really did. Because I was around a lot of people who did not have that same foundation, there were some traits that I did inherit from that, and I had to kind of learn how to grow out of that, you know, and work through that. Basically, this is a time, especially if you are in your 20s, that you start to really understand why you act the way you act, or kind of who you are as a person. Because if you don't figure out who you are as a person, society is going to tell you who you are, and you are going to start believing that you're not enough, or you're not this enough, or you aren't that great, or you're just going to start thinking things about yourself that were never there. But you're going to create those insecurities, create those doubts, because you don't know who you are. And society's going to tell you, if you don't look like this, if you don't wear this, if you're not in this social class, if you don't have this amount of followers, then you're this. So it's very important, and that's kind of what the basis of this video is going to be, is like knowing yourself and not settling and not taking shit from nobody, even society, not conforming, like you being your own individual and relishing in that and doing that unapologetically. So for me to be the best version of myself, I know that there is just a foundation that I have to lay, and I know when I work at my best, and I know when I'm working from a place that is not pretty. So positivity and love is one of the top. When I am in a negative state of mind, I am like the ugliest version of myself. And I'm not talking like outside, I'm talking inner. I am just not a good person. And I had to realize that, like, sis, like this is not who you are, and this is not the place that we want to work. We don't want to make decisions from this point of view. We don't want to treat people like, I don't know, like it's not a cute place to be. But I know that for me, being my best self is me being a positive person, working from a place of love, like being peaceful, being empathetic, and being grateful. Now that's for me. And I know that when I am in that space, I am the best version of myself. Like, I move so gracefully through life. Like, things just come so naturally to me. It's just a very good place for me to be in. But it took time. Like, it wasn't like I just woke up and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be positive forever, and you know, it's just gonna be that. You know, nothing's ever gonna make me sad, nothing's ever gonna bring me down. I'm just gonna be this ray of sunshine. Yeah, it wasn't like that. It was like going through things in life and going about it with a negative mindset that literally forced me to work on myself. Because it was a time in like 2017 where so much stuff was happening to me, and it was literally like, woe is me. Every time, you know how like if you're having a bad day and you're like, what else can go wrong? And then boom, 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 something else goes wrong. It was like, I was literally creating bad things to happen to me. Like I was manifesting that, because something would go wrong and then it would just break me down, and then like something else would go wrong and I would just be like, you know what? Fuck it. Like I can't do this shit. Like I can't do it no more. So I just kept creating, like I kept manifesting bad things happen. And I was like, you know what? We ain't doing this. We ain't going out like this. All right. We gonna have to create a framework. And it's so hard, because if you're in a place where you feel very negative and you're thinking negative, like you don't want to hear shit about positive thinking. Like you don't want to hear about just shift your thoughts and it'll just be better. Like it'll just like, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. You want to hear somebody justifying your negative thoughts. And when things happen in life, it's like, yeah, it's okay to be human and feel, but also it's like, yeah, you better feel that and then like bounce back, you know? For me, I was just sitting in it. I was sitting in my negativity. I was sitting in like why is this happening to me? I was sitting in all of that. But thank God for growth, and thank God for the ability to evolve and change, because 2018, I made it a point. I was like, nothing and no one is going to bring me down. Like, I don't care what happens in my life. I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to figure it out with a positive state of mind. And when I tell you, so much peace and clarity came in 2018. And it was like, I was like a refreshed version of myself. I gained so much inner peace and clarity in 2018 that it's like, it's crazy, because now like things happen. Of course, like life isn't perfect, you know, like things still happen, but I just move differently. Like, I don't let things ruin my day or ruin my week or my month. I just have so much peace, you know, and I really wish that for everybody, because I've always known I was a resilient person, but now I feel like I can move, like life can't break me. Does that make sense? Like before, life, anything that would happen, whether it be a personal, financial, emotional, a death, it will break me. Like it broke me. I was just like, this is not life, you know. And I had a negative perspective of life. I was questioning life. I was like, what's the point of us even being here? Okay, if we're gonna feel all this sorrow and all this evilness and all this, I was like, what is the point of being here? And not on some like suicidal thought, but it was just like thinking of life in the big picture. Like, what is the point, you know? But like I said, I was thinking from a negative standpoint. I was thinking of like all the negative things that happen to us, like all the evil that's in the world, and you're thinking like, why are we all here, you know? But it's like on the other tip, it's like when you think of all the beautiful, blissful, peaceful, positive things that happen in the world, and you're like, wow, life is freaking amazing. You know what I mean? It's like there's two ends to it. So it's just all about perspective and how you want to view life. I had to change my perspective, and that's what I did. I was on a mission to be that person that I always knew that I was, or that I am deep down, and to find her, because sis was missing. I don't know where she went, but I had to dig really deep to find her. Thank God I did, and thank God that I'm just continuing to like evolve and grow, because it's a beautiful thing when you start to become that better version of yourself, you know, and you are making yourself proud, and you are happy with the way that you are moving through life, because you are doing what's best for you, and you're doing what's best for you to be healthy, and not even just physically, but like emotionally healthy, not doing things that are gonna trigger you or put you in a depression or make you anxious. Like just trying to work on the habits that you have identified within yourself that are toxic, so that you don't project that onto someone else. It's just like things like that, which is really beautiful. And I really feel like there's no better feeling than being a good person. I pride myself in being around people who are genuinely good hearted people, and there's like nothing more crazy than like when you think you're a good person, but then you meet someone who is just like the best person in the world. You're like, you are, I don't know how to explain it, but like I think I'm a good person, right? But it's like when I meet people who are like 10 times a better person than me, I'm like, you do that, like you do it, like you just are so happy and blissful and just so nice to everyone. It just makes me want to be like, sis, we got to step it up, because I feel like there's so much more that I should be doing, you know. There's so much more that I should be giving. It's just a lot more that I can be doing, and I love being around people who encourage me to be better, you know, to love more, to just overall like be a better person. If you want peace in life, bro, I read that, I think it was either Rob Hill Sr. or Iyanla who tweeted this, but they were like, if you want peace, be more peaceful. For real, like if you want good things to happen to you, be a better person. And I promise you, like you're gonna attract nothing but good in your life. And it sounds so cliche, like, what do you mean be a better person? It starts with you. Being a better person is not for someone else. Like I'm not even saying like, oh, you have to go feed the homeless or go give your time to serve somewhere. I'm talking about you just be a better person for yourself, okay? Let's start talking about you being more empathetic to the people that are just around you, you know? Being empathetic to your parents, to your siblings, to your friends. Being grateful. You know what I mean? Like, being grateful. Let's divert into gratefulness real quick, because gratitude is a game changer. Honestly, that's all I can say. Gratitude is a game changer. Being grateful for your life and for the people in your life, it forces you. Gratitude forces you to think positive. If you are trying to learn how to be a more positive person, start with gratitude. That would be where I would say to start with. Start with gratitude, because when you are being grateful, you are literally entering the world of positivity. The more that you're grateful for the things and the people that are in your life, the more things will come into your life for you to be grateful for. I'm finna get preachy in here, okay? I'm finna get preachy. No, if you get to wake up another day, that means your purpose in life is not fulfilled yet, which means there is still work for you to do. So take every day as a blessing, okay? Just take it as a blessing, and to really be like, all right, God, you gave me this day. Now, how can I be a blessing to someone else? If you feel like you're at a place in your life where you're like, I hate where I'm at, or I hate, you know, how I look, whatever it is that pertains to your life, there's something in your life that you don't like. When you shift your mentality for being grateful for where you are, then you can start working on whatever it is that you don't like in a positive state of mind. Like, that is a key, because if you are trying to work towards something with the thought process, I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here, I hate it here, you're just literally spewing out negative thoughts into that. And do you think that's gonna come easily to you? Do you think you were going to solve that issue like that? No. But if you come at it with a positive, it's like, okay, you know, I don't like where I'm at right now. I acknowledge that, but I'm grateful for where I'm at. I'm grateful that I have this. I'm grateful that I have that. Da, 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 da. All right, what can I do? How can I move with positivity and love to resolve this issue so that I can be happier? You see how much different that feels? And then you are going to start moving in your life with love, with positivity, with gratefulness. And when I tell you that issue that you wanted to be solved will be solved easily. It'll come to you so easy. You'll feel like I didn't even try. Whew, that was a lot. I got a little passionate real quick. But being a good person is lit, bro. Like, don't be a bitter, jealous, greedy, envious person. It just never ends well. And even if you feel like you're winning right now in life, like, this is not the end, okay? This is not the end. Like, there is still so much more after this. So if you feel like, oh, right now I'm up. It's like peaking in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like there's way more out there, you know, than right now. So if you are moving through life with that mentality, then just shift. Because when I tell you, the devil gives people things too. So sometimes you see people winning and you think, oh my God, like, God just blessing them. And no. All right. You think the devil knows what triggers us. Okay. And look, all blessings ain't from God. Let me just say that right now. A lot of these blessings people getting are not from God. So don't sit around and be envious of what someone else has, because you don't even know where that came from, you know? So move through life being grateful, move through life being positive, and be a loving person. Just be a better person overall. You will be amazed at how the things that you want in your life are just going to literally like come to you in abundance. And you're gonna be like, how? How, Sway? And it's because you have been being that to other people, and it doesn't cost anything to be a good person. And that's what's the crazy point about it. Like, when people are like being so hateful and rude to people, I'm like, do y'all know, like, being a good person is free? Like, you do not have to subscribe to anything. You don't have to pay for anything. Being a good person is free. All right. So like, and it's just some things, like, when you are working on yourself and you are just being a better person, there's just some things that you just don't do. Like, you're not sitting on social media trolling people and being negative and talking about people and ripping people apart, breaking people down. Like, that's just things that you don't do, because it's a lot, you know? It's a lot of things that are just out of character when you are moving from a place of love. Like, one thing for sure, and I can put this on my life, you will never see me under nobody's comment talking about nobody's child, nobody's person, nobody's relationship, nobody's, like, that's just not my style. What I'm really trying to say is, like, what you put out into life is what you're gonna get. So if you are a good person and you are genuinely, like, truly being good, like, good is gonna come to you. It's just the law of attraction. Like, it's just what you put out is what you're gonna get back. So if you are putting out negative thoughts, feeling, behaviors, habits, don't sit back and question why your life is the way that it is, because you are not taking initiative to be better and to want better for yourself. But also, hopefully with this video, let me put some lip gloss on and then we can go ahead and end it, because, like, I'm talking a lot. All right, so this is the final look, but I just wanted to really just, like, do, like, an encouraging chit chat, get ready with me, and just kind of, yeah, like, really express how important it is to be a good person, and to know that as you are being a good person and putting out good into the universe, that good things are going to come to you. And it's never too late to change your perspective on life. When you literally shift your mind to a positive point of view, you are putting yourself like 10 steps ahead of where you would be when you were thinking in a negative mindset, because your mind is such a powerful thing. And if you can change the way that you look at life and are more grateful, are more loving, are more positive, you know, treating people well, then, like, everything that you want is going to happen for you. But if you are being negative, if you are being ugly to people and treating people horribly, like, good things might still happen to you, but they might not be the good things that are gonna last, or the good things that are coming from God. So that is Sunday, so maybe I was just feeling the spirit, you know. But that's just my words of encouragement. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was encouraging to you. I hope you learned some new things from it. And yeah, like, be an amazing person, be the best version of yourself. Like, you can do it, you can be it. Don't give up on yourself. Shift your mindset and continue to boss up. All right, like, no matter how old you are, just continue to be better, do better, and expect better for your life. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this really quick chit chat, get ready with me. And yeah, until next time, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace and love, sending all of my peace and love to you guys. And yeah, mwah.